We never say that's not our fault. You'll never catch us doing that. And Anca's the same way, you know. Maybe it's a problem they've never seen before, but they'll never say that, because that gives a tone. That gives a tone of, what did you do wrong, you know. What the guys at Anca always say is, okay, let's figure out what we can do about that, you know. And that kind of solution-minded process it really resonates with your company. Yeah.
Good answer, thank you. And what do you see as the future of the tool-making business?
Okay, the future of the tool-making business, in my opinion, can go anywhere. You know, historically, there's always been something that comes out, not only in tool making, but in tool grinding, but in machining, where we're all going, oh no, we're going to all lose our jobs, right? Manual grinding. When CNC machines started coming around, before I even knew about them, there were manual grinders that thought they were done. They were never going to be able to keep working, and that the craftsmanship of manual grinding was going to go away. Well, we're still manual grinding today, okay? CNCs are grinding with wheels just like we did, but they also have now laser technology where they're eroding. They have different types of ways to create the tooling that has some CNC grinding technicians thinking, man, we're not going to be using grinding wheels down the line, you know. So the future is there's no way to say exactly what's going to be there, but there's already things now that have people worried about the future. I don't worry about the future. I think whatever technology is coming, if that's going to be better than what I'm using now, then I'm going to learn it. And I think that I'm not alone in that. That's the way it is. When my father was a machinist in the 50s, and he was a manual machinist, and they wanted him to start learning how to use punch cards to program machines, and he said, okay, whatever, because all his his coworkers were saying, we're done. And that was in the 50s. People are still manually turning and milling, not as much, but so there's always going to be something. 3D printing scared the machining community like nobody's business, you know, but there's always going to be new technologies, and if you're going to learn it, if you can learn it, then you're going to stick up, you're going to stay up with it. So I'm not concerned with the future. I'm excited about the future.
Good one. And how do you learn the Anca technology? How did you get trained up in it?
Okay, the way I learned the Anca technology and the software and the whole thing, you know, how you keep the machine running, you know, it's not just programming. You have to maintain the machine. You have to know how to, you don't have to fix it when you break it. I mean, especially as the technology increases, you get more and more moving parts. How I learned was there was a guy who worked for your company who was an apps guy at the time, and he was amazing. I think we had 3 days scheduled to learn on our first machine. And, you know, I like to think I'm a fast learner. Maybe I'm not, but maybe I am. In a day, he really had me going on it, and I was excited about it. And by the second day, he felt like he didn't need to be there. I mean, literally, it was that fast. I'd never seen a CNC grinder other than IMTS, and it was that fast. And so, me not being all that bright, I'm saying that Anca is a very easy machine to learn on. So, and take that back a notch now to where, you know, I've done a lot of different grinding on Anca machines. They're the easiest machines to train somebody on. You know, we don't hire experienced people. So everything that we train, they're guys that got out of high school and they didn't have a career path. And we pick them up and we get them involved in it, get them operating, setting up, doing this and that, and then we get them programming. So you know, it's a wonderful system that is, in my opinion, very easy to learn. Maybe too easy.
And do you have iView?
We do, but we don't use it.
Okay. Do you have iBalance?
We do, but I don't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's opportunities to grow on it, but no.
Yeah. Is there? I think we've covered a whole heap of ground
Yeah.
there. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk
I think, I mean, you know most of everything I've said, so unless you can think of something I've forgotten, I've probably covered everything.
No, I think if, one last thing I'd say, would you, I mean, I'm feeding you lines here, but would you say you're passionate about tool making?
I think I did. I could say it again.
Yeah, do you want to say it one more time?
Okay. Am I passionate about tool making? Let me go back again because I don't want to say tool making because that's a whole different field of an
Okay.
industry. Should I just say I am or should I say am I?
I am.
Okay. I am passionate about tool grinding. I'm passionate about the result. I'm passionate about the challenge of getting to the result. And I'm passionate about the people receiving what I make. I think that as an art form, and I truly believe it is an art form, it is an art form that we can use, right? People get a lot of peace and excitement out of an art piece that's hanging on the wall. But when you can get an art form and then create your own art with it, I mean, that's taking it up another level. So yes, I'm truly passionate about what I'm doing.
Awesome. And one final question. How do you feel about being a social media superstar?
I'm not going to say that. I love being involved in social media, and if people like that I'm on there and they resonate with me and they can see my passion in that and they appreciate that, then that's wonderful. People have called me a social media superstar, and I don't know if I agree with that because I feel like I'm not the star. The cutting tools, the process, the sharing, the back and forth between people, that's what's the superstar. I'm just kind of a motivator. I get it moving.
Nice answer. Humility.